Yo, good afternoon, everybody. New stream time. New stream time today. Just so you guys know, I'm gonna give you early people the heads up. We are giving away a 50K Lucid account today, live on the stream. !Wes. In the chat, we'll enter you into that drawing. We'll announce the winner at some point during the stream. I'm not gonna announce the time tonight as far as when we're gonna do it, because I don't want bots to have a chance to, or people that leave to have a chance in order to win it. I want people who are gonna be here for the stream in order to win that. So get your ! Wes is in now. It looks like the shorts feed is not working, or at least the chat is not. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, everything is working now. So how are we doing today, guys? How's everything going? My read right now, I'm kind of watching that 650 area. I was long from 650 earlier on this little break and retest here. It looks like it rejected R1 pivot. We do still have a little bit of the gap to the downside from the Sunday open, that if we do start heading down and start holding below this 650 area, I would anticipate a little more downside back into that. So that's going to be where I'm going to be looking to execute from today. We will see what happens. Hopefully we can pick up a read, make a little money. How are you guys trading today? What's up, Jip Smith? What's up, Taz? How we doing? Who else is here? 44 Digital, Chris Trades, a Teragram. Yeah, Jip. So streaming schedule moving forward, at least for the foreseeable future, is going to be Sunday evenings. We're kind of debating on the time we want to start, if we want to go pre-market or later on in the evening. Mondays and Wednesdays are going to be 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then Fridays, we're going to do the New York Open. So 9:25 a.m. Eastern, I'll be live on Fridays. So that's the new streaming schedule, at least until we announce something different. We'll have to see like what the analytics are saying on the YouTube end. So once we get a better feel for when more people are going to tune in, that's probably when we'll go live. I know a lot of you will probably tune in whenever I'm live, regardless of time. A lot of you are up all hours of the night, all hours of the day. Love and gold. Yeah, you know what I was just looking at that I didn't pay attention to all day is how much the Dow is up today. Dow futures have been skyrocketing all day today. Like the Dow, I didn't even pay attention to it. I strictly traded the Nas today, but I should have been watching the Dow, the YM. YM really had a nice upside push to it. All right, still got people slowly filing in. All right. Get my hellos out of the way here. Brutal Trader, what's going on? Just ain't right. What's going on? Spaces, how we doing? Trying to get caught up. What's up, Cherie? How are ya? Amounty, Seymour, Deza, Mo. Man, lots of new faces in here, actually. A lot of people that haven't tuned in, because I stream during globex, and a lot of traders don't trade during that time. It looks like I missed the 630 short on the hold below there. So I guess the next area of interest for me is probably going to be back down here at this 540 area. That was the key level that I laid out in my trading plan this morning. I'm a little behind if I want that short at this point. I think I'll have to risk all the way back up to 530 or 630, and I'm just not willing to risk 30 points right now. Good evening, y'all. How we doing? How we trading today? How's everybody doing? I had a couple good trades this morning. If we get back above 650, guys, I'll probably try that long from 650, targeting that 800 level. Targeting Friday's highs up here. But we'll have to see what happens. We're kind of at that 50% pivot here right now as we're trading. Go hit on eval. Nice, Dom. Nice. Yeah, Raul, I'm sure it does feel strange. Guys, I used to stream during regular trading hours. I used to stream the New York Open, but like I said, we would only have about 20 people in the streams. So we pivoted to globex to see if we could pick up a new crowd, and that actually worked. It wasn't really till we pivoted to streaming during globex where things kind of took off a little bit as far as the channel's concerned. Dang, Jack, 8 grand on silver this morning. Nice. GG's for Jack. That's a massive trade. That's way more than I made today. And Brown, so the only nighttime stream currently that I'm going to be doing is Sunday evenings. And we're still debating on whether we want to do Sunday afternoon pre-market like analysis type stream, or whether we want to still do the live streams during the evening on Sundays. So that's still up in the air. But I'll let you know. What time is globex? So it's 6 p.m. Eastern and goes up until London session. So that would be 3 a.m. Eastern. But I've been streaming 8:30 p.m. until about 10:30 or 11 during the nights. Oh, thanks, Zenzen. Appreciate you. How you doing, Zenzen? How was your holidays? All right, we're just kind of waiting at this point. Price isn't anywhere near where I would look for an execution or an entry. So I'm going to wait until price either goes back up towards that 630 to 650 area, or wait until price gets back down to IBL sitting there at 540. Zinzin, I'm good. It was nice to have a little break, guys. It was I took about 2 weeks off over the holidays without really trading or streaming or doing much of anything. It was a welcomed break. I feel like we've been grinding for a year and a half straight. And it's been a while since I've taken like a serious vacation too. This one was just a staycation. What's up, Trader Sins? How are you? Jib Smith, you got NFP on Friday. You got unemployment on Thursday, and then NFP is on Friday this week. What's up, Tenor? How are you? Lambro, good to see you. I know you're always lurking in the background, but... Oh, congrats, Tim. First payout? Nice. Nice. GG's for Tim in the chat. First payout's a big milestone. Huge milestone. He'd love to see a group stream with Dave and Nimkins like the good old days. Yeah, I haven't talked to David all today. I haven't talked to Nim since really before Christmas. When he was on the live stream shortly before the holidays. Yeah, Tim, that's amazing. That first payout's a huge milestone. I remember that feeling. It was like, oh yes, I finally did it. Now, if I can make one recommendation, Tim, it's to still take things slow. Like, celebrate the first payout, but don't lose your mind over it and get overconfident. I feel like a lot of traders make that mistake. They get that first payout, they get overconfident, they start slinging, going for larger targets, and that's what ends up hurting them in the long run. Or they take the payout too soon and don't leave themselves with enough buffer. All right, we got almost 100 people in here right now, so thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Or tonight. I'm so used to streaming during globex, my times are all messed up. But thanks for tuning in this afternoon. It means a lot. In order for YouTube to recognize that we have an audience, it takes people showing up, hitting that thumbs up button. Which, speaking of which, guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Yeah, Dom, that's exactly right. For reference, guys, I fork away any kind of money that I take from trading. I put 30% away 30% is usually enough to cover everything, and you'll have a little bit left over. Bray, you got your first payout from My Funded Futures in August. Had consistent payouts for a month, and now you can't get to pay out anymore. Any advice? I would say, I mean, if you've gotten to payouts, you know you can do it. Here's the thing, right? We've kind of, like, the market dynamic has changed in that time that you're talking about, to the point where, yes, we have the volatile days where there's still big moves, but we've kind of just been trading in a range. Like, if you zoom out to a higher time frame chart, all it is what's happening, like the overall sentiment in the market has flipped on you. So it's a matter of making the adjustment to your strategy to compensate for that. Prior to that, from like last February or March, April, somewhere around there, we were kind of in that massive bull run. So trading was kind of easy. You just bought a dip for the most part, which is kind of how it was when I started trading. But now that the market's kind of changed and we're kind of range bound, it makes trading different. You know, it makes it harder. So I would say just slow it down. You know, limit the amount of trades that you're taking on a daily basis until you're confident in a set strategy or setup. That's kind of why I trade levels, because I really am only looking for one or two things. I'm not looking for a whole lot. But if you look at the last year on, say, we'll say like a 4-hour chart, right? We're kind of just going back and forth right now. We haven't put in a higher high, haven't put in a lower low. So we're kind of in that indecision area, which makes trading very, very difficult if you don't know how to react, right? So I think that's probably why. But if you look at prior to that, right, it was straight up. So you were just waiting for the big pullback and buying. And now we're kind of in this indecision area. And it's like the market's just waiting for some sort of catalyst. I'm going to be watching this 540 area IBL. We'll see if we'll hold, and we'll see if we're range bound for the rest of the session. If we do get back below, I'm probably going to get short targeting that gap fill down here around 430. Yeah, limitless. Like, look, here's the thing about the US and the like Venezuela thing is the US has had the warships parked there for a month or more. You know, people have anticipated that coming. So traders have already placed their bets as far as that event was concerned for quite some time. You could see it coming. So as far as that affecting the markets greatly, I'm pretty sure that's already been priced in. Yeah, Bray, that's what I would say. I would say just slow it down. Like if you're having problems, all of us, and you have found success prior. Jip, I use minis, but I recommend that beginning traders or struggling traders use micros. It gives you a little bit more room to breathe on your trades, and while you're refining your entries. So I would say use micros is the recommendation I will make. Cindy, if we get back up to the 650 area, we're kind of falling off right now and selling off. So what I'll be looking for is probably something like this. And we'll probably look to the downside, but it'll probably be something like this. If price does hold up here and gets back above, I'll be looking for something like this with my entry being right here. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. $1,100 in funded using micros. Yeah, you can do a lot of damage with micros. Yeah, Jip, exactly. For a 50K, use micros, at least when you're starting out. You know, a general good rule of thumb is for every $1,000 of profit that you have in your account once you're funded, obviously, you add a micro. So really, you really don't want to be using minis per se until your account balance is up there around like 10K in profit, you know. Especially if you're trading NQ or you're trading the metals like gold or silver or something that has a lot of volatility. I would say YM, if you're trading the Dow Jones, you can probably get away with trading a mini. But I would say if you're trading NQ or you're trading even really ES, I would say stick to micros until you got enough of a buffer to play with. All right, guys, we got 100 people in here. Like I said, we are doing a 50K Lucid eval giveaway. I can't remember if it's a flex or a pro. I cannot remember if it's a flex or a pro. Let me look at it. I want to say it might be a pro account. So a 50K pro, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to ask Mason. Either way, it is a 50K account. Exclamation point West in the chat to enter you into the drawing for that giveaway. Let me make sure it's working here. Yeah, we got 123 people in there. Guys, you will need to, for those of you that are new here that haven't been to the stream, first of all, welcome. Secondly, you will need to be present in order to claim the prize. Every time we do one of these giveaways, we end up getting botted. So we don't want to have somebody that's got multiple entries in there. It is only one entry per user, but we limit the time that they have to claim the prize just so they can't search for their 50 bot accounts and figure out which one they won on. So you will need to be here in order to claim that prize. So just make sure you're present. Oxmit, you're still holding gold from 43.16. What's gold doing today? Oh, nice. 43.16? So you were long you held that over the weekend? I mean, that's all the way down here. Actually, that's from last week. That's from like last Thursday. That's from before, well, maybe, let's see, right here. This would have been the last time you could have got 43.16. So what is this? New Year's Eve? That's a heck of a trade. That's a nice swing position. That's a big trade. Today, guys, I'm up a little. Overall, I'm up, I think, like 1.8K total today. On the stream, I'm gonna trade an account that I haven't traded yet today or placed a trade on. Hey, what's up, the Almighty Will? How are you? Albu, retest tariff lows. Always, always. You perma bears are outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Oh, nice, the almighty wheel. 1.2K today? Yeah, that's great. That's great. Indian Burn, you got too button clicky today? Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. Even when I entered that 650 long, I kind of sat through a lot of this chop. My stop was just below 630 here in that long. I think I got trailed out at like what's this wick? So just at like at 670. So really I only got like 20 points out of that trade. Sovereignty, you're in the red from the gold trades last night? Yeah, I just don't trade gold. You can get wrecked way too easy on gold. Way too easy. All right, let's see what happens here at this 610 to 620 area. I know all you, if anybody's an ICT trader, I'm sure they're looking at this gap here. I trade minis almighty well. I trade minis. Right. Well, it's all about what you risk, right? Like, it's all about your risk. So, like, I don't really generally give my trades more than 20 to 25 points, whether I'm trading micros or minis. So I'm generally risking about $400, $400 to $500 per trade. Yeah, Thomas, 1 or 2 micros on gold. Yeah, even on a symbol like gold, you're almost forced to trade micros. All right, we got about 110 people in here right now. Let me take a look at the giveaways. Yeah, and we got 152 entries. So your guys' odds are going up to win this account, to win the giveaway. It's funny, people tune in and then they just leave. They type that exclamation point West and then they're gone. The VWAP is right there. I don't know. We've got some blocks stacked in a little bit higher up there through the 630s. I kind of want to see that get traded. Really, everything larger is to the top side as far as the orders on the books right now. Really up into that 800 area. So I'll be watching that 630 to 650 area. You know, this. Sovereignty. I see that. West win. Oh, Alejandro blew 5 PAs today. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I had that area drawn prior to today. So like when you're zooming out, guys always zoom out, right? You've got hold, holds as support, holds as support, holds as support in the past here. So this is the area where that buyers are going to have to hold above for the move back up into 800. But that's also the level that sellers are going to have to defend. All right, 120 people in here now. If you guys are just tuning in, like I said, we are giving away a 50K Lucid account live on stream today. Draw the direction of the zone. What do you mean by direction of the zone? So my trading's simplified. Tops of these levels, I'm looking for longs. Rejections below these levels, I'm looking for shorts from the bottom extreme. Really, the level there is 650 for me. 630 would just be my short entry with my stop at 650 or just above. What I'm hoping for is that the market doesn't just range out the rest of the session. Which it could do. It definitely could do. All right, we got about 130 people in now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. Like I said, it does mean a lot that you guys show up during these RTH streams. Hopefully I can get into a trade here. Hopefully the market gives me what I want. So the almighty will. Good question, actually. Okay, now I get what you're asking. So basically, it's all where current price is. So because the level's 650, right? I use that 630 level as my confirmation line. If we were approaching from the top side, like if we were selling down into 650, my level would be from 650 to 670. Does that make sense? Albu, where's Lambert? Lambert's here. Lambert's hanging around. Ben, you want to know if you're entered into the giveaway? Guys, it's going to be hard for me to check these giveaways because there's so many entries. We have 215 people entered, and we only have 130 people in the stream right now. Let me look real quick, and I will tell you. Yeah, Ben, you're in there. You're in there. Yeah, it's only one entry per account, though, so you guys don't have to spam exclamation point West. What's up, Design? How are you? It's been a little while. Tim, how about them Lions yesterday? Yeah, the Lions won the meaningless game. Can't win them when they count, but sure enough, when it doesn't matter, they can win them. Limitless, the 780 guy, any intention of getting filled? Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Guys, a little clue, right? When you have straight down moves, like what you see here, kind of, it means there's a lot of low volume, right? The big moves like this are a lot of low volume. So generally what you're going to see, and it doesn't always happen the next day, but generally what you'll see is price will retrade this entire move back up to fill all this volume. That's kind of why you're seeing the slow grind back higher. I fully anticipate Friday's highs getting traded again at some point. I fully anticipate it. It's just a matter of where we're going to be able to get the entry and if the market's going to want to pull back first to fill the gap from the Sunday open. But I fully anticipate this getting traded again. Like, I don't think this is the high of the week. Now, whether that plays out today or not, I'm not sure. But I fully anticipate this getting traded again. So that's kind of why I'm looking for this 650 long if I'm going to get long. Because this is probably going to be, you know, a 150 point trade at a minimum if we can get up there. Now, does that have to happen today? No. What's up, Semper-Fi? How are you? Yeah, new streaming schedule. New streaming schedule. So we're going to be streaming more RTH. Yeah, Design. I was just telling the chat, actually. I looked at YM shortly before I went live, and I was like, wow, that's what I should have been trading today. YM was on a moonshot. YM was mooning. The YM rocket ship. I mean, guys, look at YM today. Look at YM today. These are 5-minute candles, by the way. Market open right here. I haven't looked at RTY today, but this is the Dow Jones today. That's a massive, massive move on the YM. Shoot, honestly, the hourly chart still doesn't give you any reason to get out, really, other than the fact that the moves are getting a little bit smaller to the top side, but it still looks like it's going higher. Mountie, no, I don't trade any crypto. And then there's silver. What's up, Matt? How are you? Those of you that are in the shorts feed, by the way, feel free to click on that other live stream on my channel. It's the one that doesn't have the word mobile in the title. It's a lot better viewing experience, and that's where most people are hanging out at. We got about 120. Wow. We have over 200 entries into the giveaway and 120 people in here currently. Or maybe some are in the shorts feed. We got 244 entries and only 120 people in the stream. So, your odds are going up. Your odds are definitely going up. You might say YM is shameless. Yeah, YM is on a rocket ship. The math ain't mathin'. I know. It's probably bots, to tell you the truth. I mean, I can't see the analytics for the shorts feed on my end. So I don't know how many people are hanging out there. Yeah, Oxman, that was where I would start. That would be the price that I would be looking for a short entry. Would be that 630 area. $300 of those 200 entries are Phoenix. I mean, I guess it's possible. Kamish, what time? Kamish, I can't answer that because then a lot of people will tune out and only come back right at that time. SJP, average trade duration? I would say it's probably somewhere between the 20 and 30 minutes. Is probably my average hold time. I tend to hold my trades. Unless I get stopped out immediately, I tend to hold my positions and try to get full target. Like when I first started trading, I used to be the guy who would get in, get out at the first sign of any kind of weakness or the first sign that that trade was pulling back on me. I try to let it play out now. Hey, what's up, Pipster? Yeah, you'll see me a lot more during RTH now. What's up, Vibes? How are you? Just kind of waiting. When you see that block sitting there just above 630-ish, that'll give us a good tell on where we're heading. Let's see how much size is sitting there, actually. So you got 156 blocks sitting with a 36 just below. So another 50 contracts, 60 contracts in between 629 and 633. You still got those orders resting above, though, too. Really all the way up into 800. Spence, you love this channel? Nice. Nice. I'm glad you like it. I try to give as much free information as I possibly can. I'm definitely not the world's greatest trader, guys. Nothing on here is financial advice. Right? It's not, there's no signal services here. You broke down a register for Bookmap trying to figure it out. Yeah, Bookmap's a valuable tool if you know how to use it. Oh, Limitless. Oh, besides Chris. Yeah, Chris is the best. He's probably the best trader I've ever seen. His entries are, he picks tops and bottoms nearly every day. It's pretty remarkable. Yeah, I love it. Chris is he's a member of the Level Up Discord. He's mainly stuck to ES because that's what he trades. He's more of a swing kind of trader. But man, he picks tops and bottoms every major swing in the market. He's really, really good. I haven't figured it out yet. Let's put it that way. I have not figured it out. Martin, you have, he doesn't sleep. Yeah, he is. It's crazy. I think he just sets alerts because he doesn't really trade from charts anymore, you know? Like, he just trades from the DOM. So he just sets price alerts on his phone, and if his alert goes off in the middle of the night, he wakes up and places his trade. Yeah, love. I had a pre-market trading plan this morning. For reference, my trading plan this morning was this. Key level was 540 this morning. Long entry was going to be that 540 level, which I took. The short entry would have been 520. Timestamp on this was 8:38 a.m. Eastern Standard, so about an hour before market open. And then I had my targets to the top side. So really all three of these long targets got hit from that entry. I didn't hold for all three targets, but that was my trading plan this morning. So let's see, I posted it at 8:30, so right around here price was when I posted it. So when I saw this happen and the hold above 540, that's when I got long. But yeah, really, I guess, you definitely would have been trailed out on this downside move, but all three targets did eventually get hit. It even gave you another entry there, to tell you the truth. Limitless, I honestly think traders might try to push for 800 by the end of the day. We'll see what happens here at 2 o'clock, so in about 15 minutes. We'll get a good read on what's going to happen. Chris does not set alerts. Wall Street sets the alerts for him. Yeah, he's great. He's great. You're in at 601 limitless. I would probably be break even on an entry like that, just because you are running into resistance at this point. We always talk about break and retest. You technically have a break and now a retest from the bottom. So we'll see. If you can get that surge up through 650 and start holding above 650, I think you're good for a long to hold that position. But I would definitely not risk getting chopped up down here. I would definitely have a break even at this point. Trade Ranger, you wish you had a passive trading strategy? Yeah, he's figured it out as far as Chris is concerned. He has figured out exactly how ES moves. His levels are always really good, and he's able to pick tops and bottoms on the day the majority of the time. Don't get me wrong, I've seen him take losing trades, but they're very, very small. Let's go to 490, greatest nothing. I mean, you get the hold below 630 there for sure. I can see some downside. Try to fill the gap going into the close. He makes 12K, then loses $5. Yeah, he's pretty, Phoenix, he's pretty ridiculous. The guy always seems to be up 20 to 30K. I'm pretty sure he lives in Manhattan too. I'm surprised like some of these firms haven't swiped him up. Like Goldman Sachs giving him a call or something. Because he's really good. Really, really good. Like I said, he's the best ES trader I've seen. Hands down. Imagine bro gets a call from the CEO. I mean, honestly, if one of the major like hedge funds or institutions were able to see his trading, they would probably pay him. They would probably pay him. I just don't think he's interested in that. He makes enough on his own. Love, he does a little of both, but all his positions, even when he's day trading, it's still a swing kind of position. Like he's still trying to swing that. Like it's more like a swing entry, and if it plays out during the day, it plays out during the day. If it doesn't play out, he holds it for days at a time. Your break-even order just filled? Yeah, limitless with that entry. If you're entering from 600 right now, that's kind of why I wait until we get confirmation that more upside is in store. Because anywhere underneath here, you're risking this little range and chop, right? Kind of what happened over here. Like I said, my long entry won't be until we're holding above 650. So 630 looks like if it holds below 630, it's probably a good short entry. Above 650, it's probably a good long entry. Does putting bots in timeout? Yeah, let's see how bad it is. You can usually tell by the amount of viewers that are in the stream. I mean, we've only got 150 people in here right now. So it's not like crazy. And the subscriber count isn't drastically going up. So I'm not sure. We got almost 300 entries into the giveaway. So only half the people are here. And they'll have to be here in order to claim the prize. Otherwise, we repick a winner. No bots allowed. I'm not a bot. Yeah, like I said, if you're here when we do the drawing, you know, and you can claim the prize, because you'll have to type something in the chat in order to claim the prize. That's the way that it works. Zen Zen, meep, I'm a bot. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, even if they enter with 50 accounts, guys, we only give them 60 seconds. So they're going to be scrambling, trying to find out which account won, right? And have to type something in the chat from that specific account. So it's going to be very difficult for them to claim the account. Mr. Boo Boo, how many years have I been trading? 4.5. I've been trading 4.5 years. A little over now. Going on 5. So I think in March it will be 5. But like I said, I'm not the world's greatest trader. I still have lots to learn. What's my plan for 2026 as far as trading is concerned, or just overall? That's a lie. Wes is trading for over 1,000 years. I used to tell people, whenever anybody asked my age in the past, I used to tell them I was like 2,800 years old. Adam, 1 minute is good enough for changing accounts. Using Control F, it will be like 30 seconds max to change accounts. Yeah, that's why. That's kind of why we, Adam. That's kind of why we keep it at like 60 seconds. You know, as that time limit. Invisible, you're so old. You started trading in the rock market. You were scalping silver, came back to NQ to relax. I know, it's kind of crazy. Like, trading the metals now make NQ look very much like it's asleep. That never used to be that way. People used to think I was crazy for trading NQ with the volatility. But yeah, trading those metals, man, if you're on the wrong side of those trades, oh, man. You want to talk about an account killer. That will wreck your account. I know, Oxman. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Kind of just waiting for price to continue to go a little bit higher. Did that 630 order even get tapped? Did it get traded? No, it's gone. They pulled it. They rugged it. Yeah, Mr. Big Beef. I know a lot of people got hooked on gold, right? Like, people like that volatility because you can make a lot of money really quick, but you can also lose a lot of money really quick. I'm just not comfortable. I'm just not comfortable trading like that. TradeX, how's ES looking to me? About the same as NQ right now. ES, man. We are so close to 7K on ES. I mean, is that all-time highs on ES? Pretty close. So 69.94 is all-time highs on ES. Is that right? Yep. ES kind of is looking a little rolly right now. Yeah, T. Cooper, we were talking about that earlier. YM is on a rocket ship. It's still going up. YM's looking like it might want 50K. I don't know if we get there today, right? But it's definitely looking it's looking prime. That was the symbol to be trading today was YM. I mean, this is wild. All right, so we technically got the hold below 630, but there's just not a lot of interest to the downside right now. There's no blocks down here. Really not until you get back down below 400. Really, the bigger blocks are up around 800, 780, 800. So ES all-time highs are sitting at 7,011. Florida Trader. And on MES, it's 7,015. Okay. Yeah, Martin. 3.5K for just buying YM at the open. Yeah, and it's been literally the opening bell. It was just a rocket ship. All day. All right, we got 306 entries right now. We only have 120 people in the stream, so we got about 200 people that are going to have zero chance of winning. Zero chance. The weird thing is normally when there's bots, guys, like our view count is like astronomical. Like normally it jumps up to like 7K viewers. That's not happening right now, at least not on the horizontal stream. So maybe it's happening on the shorts feed. I'm not sure. That's all right. We'll hit them. We'll hit them when they least expect it. We'll announce the giveaway when they least expect it. That's what we'll do. Gold is up because of Chevron, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Caterpillar. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. I mean, what's United Health doing today? Is United Health up as well? Single digits on shorts feed? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, we currently have... Let's see, how many entries do we have? We've got 319 entries right now in the giveaway. UNH up 2.5%. Yeah, Ahmed. Okay, so if UNH is up 2.5%, that makes a lot more sense. $319 entries with 130. I know, K Boogie. We got. I'm showing 140 people on my end in the live stream right now. We have 320 entries, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 326 entries in the giveaway right now. And it's all single entries too. I'm looking for like duplicates. Have you guys ever even thought about creating a bot to enter these giveaways? I've never done it. I've never even thought about doing that. That thought has never even crossed my mind. Not really, Ahmed. So like duplicate entries, you would have to, like, especially if you have, say you've entered 50 times, right? Say you've got 50 entries. As soon as I announce, because I only give 60 seconds to respond, you would have to scramble to find which of those 50 accounts won and type something in the chat from that account. So it becomes increasingly difficult for them to claim the win, even if they do win. And even then, they still have to provide like their, not necessarily like their account passwords or anything for these props, but they have to provide their account information, because the props have gotten smart and stopped giving away codes, or some of them have, and they've stopped giving away codes and instead force you to contact the affiliate manager and give, you know, their email address that's associated with their account and all that. So there's like levels to it at this point. Cindy, who is Chris? Chris is he's a trader that I've been trading with for a while. He's a member in Level Up Discord. I haven't seen him much today. Yeah, I haven't seen him around in the Discord much today. He's got a Betty White, a Betty White icon. You think wait, it's relatively easy. Just create an MLL that when it detects change in the screen, it searches in his directory the name of the user. Wow, that's way above my brain knowledge. BF, I'll probably be live for another hour or so. Oh, Ahmed, no. So there's only one entry per account. So if you type !Wes, it will only enter you one time. It deletes all the additional entries. So it's only one entry per account. Yeah, Salt Farm. Yeah, it's too complicated for me too. Yeah, so once you type !Wes, that's all you got to do. You think these were entries to the Powerball? Yeah, I know, just so many people. I mean, we've got a few more in here right now. We've got about 170 people in the stream currently. Which, speaking of which, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight or this afternoon. Jeez, I keep saying tonight. I'm so used to streaming during the nighttime now that my vocabulary and dialogue is all off. Yeah, Zinzen, it's supposed to be in the 60s here this week, I believe. So it is getting warmer here. My editor Mason was showing me like 8 inches of snow in the UK. Salt Farm, so you would reply in the chat. You'll see what happens when we do the giveaway. You'll see what happens. Like, you'll have to type something in the chat in order to claim the prize. Did the search and rescue team not find him? Yeah, I guess they have a bunch of snowfall in the UK right now. A ton of it. Yeah, Martin, I mean, we do members only giveaways from time to time. Mock. I'm stuck in my house, cut off from the outside world. Yeah, Tim, Quantower is great. Like I said, I can't recommend it as a trading platform enough. It's really, really good. Pipster, it's 78 here in Florida. Oh, wow. Way to rub the salt in the wound. Entry still loading. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's 375 entries in there right now. We got 175 people in the stream currently. But don't worry, guys. It will be all right. I don't even know how they have that many entries because, honestly, new subs wise, we only have, I don't know, we've picked up about 30 subscribers on the stream today. You're going to go play Elden Ring Limitless? Well, good luck on Elden Ring. 32 freedom units there. Jeez, 78? I wish. Nowhere remotely close to that. What's your guys' perfect temperature? I think like 70 to 72 is perfect with no humidity. That seems to be where I'm most comfortable. Oh, come on, Naz. It's starting to look like a short. But man, really hard to trade against the Bulls right now. -1 in Madrid. Celsius or Fahrenheit? Sunny and 75. 68 to 72. Yeah, Kamish, I'm with you. I think 70 to 72 is like perfect. Oh, did gold... Oh, gold did crash out there for a second. Nice little drop. Yeah, JB, I don't mind the 60s either. You're the only ones that use Fahrenheit. A 100 with no humidity is way better than 75 with disgusting design. I will say I might agree with you, because I moved here from Charleston, and Charleston, guys, you would literally take a shower, step out the front door, and feel like you needed another shower because of how bad the humidity was. Yeah, Thomas. I mean, it's starting to feel like a short, isn't it? So you're pretty much short from current session point of control. Greatest stuff. AC at 68, heat at 68. Don't touch it. Yeah, that's about right. 68 is nice. That's comfortable. That's extremely comfortable. What's up, MSG? How are you? You wonder if Nvidia surprises us at CES 26? We'll see. I mean, Nvidia's not going anywhere, that's for sure. Ahmed, so you got current session volume profile over here on the right. And then on the left, here, let me zoom out so you can see it a little bit better, because there's different colors here. On the left, you've got prior days volume profile, which is kind of buried right now, especially with the new week. You got the current week, and then you've got prior week. So you can kind of see price traded up into point of control of last week and has rejected from there. So I think if we would have traded 630, I would have been and rejected there. I probably would have been on a short position from the 620s, considering we're hanging out below prior week's point of control. But there's just no, like, volume's kind of died. You don't think TradingView allows that? I don't know. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have like a sessions profile that you could probably find. I haven't done a whole lot of research on volume profile on as far as TradingView is concerned. I don't use TradingView a whole lot. So maybe some people in the chat that have used TradingView will know that answer. I don't know it off the top of my head though. It does have a session profile? Okay. So you could technically just probably drag from where you want your profile to line up on your charts, on the higher time frame charts, and it will slap on a volume profile for you. Mr. Games Paradise. No, I haven't done the giveaway yet. We'll do it here soon. We'll do the giveaway here soon. Oh, hey guys. Another milestone hit. Just went over 6,300 subs. Oh, how I get multiple profiles on the same chart. I think you can do it, Ahmed. I just think you'll have to do like a sessions profile, like an anchored volume profile. But I don't know how to do it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've looked at TradingView at all. Muhammad, yeah, I took a couple trades earlier. Nothing on the live stream yet. We've kind of this is what's happened since I've been live. This right here. I went live right here. We had one move back up, and just sideways. Hey, no, thanks, guys. Yeah, it's a big milestone. The channel's growing. I'm extremely happy with the growth in the channel. Above 6,300. I'm sure that will drop, obviously, after we end the stream today, after the giveaway, but it's nice to see that we hit it. Yeah, Nerd Flavored. It's, honestly, it looks like the trades were all on YM today and RTY, and maybe the metals. I had a good trade off the open, off that 540 area. But other than that, the only other trade that I tried was this break and retest on the long from 650, but I got trailed out on the pullback. So it really wasn't anything. I think I got 20 points out of the trade. Oh, thanks, Noel. I appreciate the kind words. A lot of people can't afford to buy an account, so they enter YouTube giveaways. Yeah, I mean, the giveaway, like, look, we've got, how many people do we got in here right now? We've got about 160 people in the stream currently. And as far as the giveaways are concerned, we've got 417 entries. So there's roughly a quarter of the people that have entered in the giveaway that aren't here currently. So really that just plays into your guys' favor. Once I pass 10K, I should be to the moon, just like YM today. Yeah, I mean, by the end of the year, I don't know. I guess we're kind of hoping for like around 15K by the end of 2026 as far as subscriber count goes, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't know what to expect with my channel. That number is going higher too fast, Raul. Oh, the giveaways? Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to be here in order to claim anyway, so... it's got 420 entries in there right now, 421. Yeah, invisible. Like, they'll have to... Everything's gone smoothly so far as my giveaways go. Just to give you guys, you know, even with the botting problems, everybody who's won an account has been legitimate. Like, I've been able to talk to them. Yeah, Phoenix, it definitely hurts my channel when people do it, for sure. But I don't want to just not have giveaways either, you know. I want to give you guys accounts. I want you, like, we don't keep any of our free accounts that we receive, guys. Everything goes back to you. A Teragram, as far as I know, yes. Lucid is the only one that I know of that does not have a monthly rebill. Do the giveaway in silence, just visual. Just randomly pull it over and do it real quick. Yeah. Don't say a thing. Yeah, Gypser. Lucid's great. Like I said, if you guys are looking for a new prop and haven't traded with Lucid yet, I would look at Lucid. They just rolled out their new promo today, as did My Funded Futures too. You can use code WES at Lucid Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures, and that'll give you the best available discount. It looks like right now on Lucid, it's 35% off the 25K and 50K Flex and Pro accounts. I think if you're a first-time user, it's an extra 10% off right now currently. So you'll just have to plug code WES in there if you're looking to purchase a Lucid account. And see what the total is. Hey, thanks, Nate Trades. Appreciate you. Yeah, Invisible, I'm kind of there with you. I know Trade Day does, you know, same-day payouts. My Funded Futures has the Rapid plan now, as far as what they're offering. Let's see here. So now they're offering, it looks like multiple accounts. Multiple account sizes on the daily payouts option. So it looks like My Funded Futures is... This just rolled out today. So it's $126 for a daily payouts option account on the 50Ks. The 100Ks are $214 and the 150Ks are $278. Which is a little above what the other props are charging for their daily payouts. Like Take Profit Trader, I think is just over $100 with similar rules. So I'm not sure. Yeah, Algo. All the daily payout accounts all have intraday. It's 104? Okay, yeah. Oh, on Lucid, Martin, is that what you're talking about? Bigger upside to the live? Yeah, I think honestly, I prefer the pro accounts with Lucid. If you're asking me, because consistency doesn't bother me. Like the 40% consistency in the funded doesn't bother me. Because when you're building an account anyway, you're not looking for anything crazy and massive and having that one day that just runs for you. The flex payouts... The payout structure isn't as good as it is on the Pro, in my opinion. Tradeify and Trade Day has end of day on the daily payouts accounts. Sidarson, I'm not going to announce what time I'm going to do the giveaway. So anybody that's asking what time I'm going to do the giveaway or when I'm going to do the giveaway, it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be random. You're going to have to be here in order to claim the prize. Albu, I know. I know the market's just completely... It's because I'm live, Albu. Every time I stream live, the market just decides, hey, we're not going to do anything else. Yeah, I mean, when we only have 160 people in the stream right now. So the fact that we have 450 entries, I'm definitely not going to announce when it's going to happen. We don't want clankers claiming to be human. Yeah, I can't announce what time. Yeah, Mr. Games Paradise. That's exactly what it happens every giveaway stream that we do. People are just here for the freebie, and that's fine, you know. I hope everybody sticks around and has a good time in my streams. But I know that that's a risk when you're doing giveaways. Targets at 588.75 on the short side position. You're still short from 612. Is that what you said, Thomas? Mr. Games Paradise, I don't really trade ES a whole lot. I trade more NQ than I do ES. Flux Cap, what's my thought on Lucid Direct? My personal opinion is I don't do the direct accounts just because Lucid makes it fairly quick and easy to get through the evaluations. Like if you can pass an evaluation, there's really no reason to offset that cost, the extra cost for the direct to funded. Somebody said the stream is dreadful, but to each his own. You like it? My kids like this. As I told them, we need to wait to go for the giveaway. They don't need to go to bed. Yeah, that's true, Moxie. I mean, right? Like I'm not the type of trader that's slinging around. I'm not afforded the luxury to sling around size, right? Like I don't make enough in affiliates to warrant doing that. I'll be 100% honest with you. I give away any free accounts that we get, and I don't make enough to offset warrant gambling trading, right? Like good trading, it looks boring. It looks patient, in my opinion. Wait for it. You might learn something. Oh, you guys crack me up. One second, guys. No, I know. Some people aren't going to like that though, because they tune into other streams and they're seeing like a lot of trades being placed, right? Like people want to see action. And a lot of times it's because they want a copy trade, right? Which I don't recommend ever. Nothing that you see on my channel is financial advice. Don't copy my trades. You will get wrecked, even when I am in a trade. But at the same time, this is what's happened since I've been live. I don't see an entry here. Has price touched either of these gray boxes yet? No. My strategy says wait for price to come to me, right? There hasn't been an entry for me anywhere in here. So it doesn't like really bother me when people come in and want to see that, because what that tells me is more than likely that's an unprofitable trader that's looking for a signal, you know? Switch time frame to a 1 second chart. So if that's what they're looking for, then yeah, they're in the wrong spot and they probably shouldn't tune in. Mr. Games Paradise, you're asking why don't I use any moving averages? Moving averages are lagging indicators. They're lagging indicators. I do have them on my daily charts just to get some overall context about where we sit in the market and develop a bias. But I don't use them for my entry strategy, right? My entries are simple, guys. Like it's really simple. I'm waiting for price to get to those gray boxes, and I'm looking for one of two things to happen. Either aggressive buyers, lots of green bubbles, are able to push through this box. You get a retest and you get a hold above for a long. Kind of what happened here, right? So kind of what you see right here. Or I'm waiting for price to snap below one of these levels and hold below. So like that's what I'm waiting for. It's what works for me. It's where it works over and over and over again, no matter what symbol you're trading. Bill, how much do you earn per day on average? It varies. I would say overall, I'm usually somewhere probably between, when you add in losing days, like red days and winning days, I'm probably somewhere between like, you know, 800 to anywhere from 800 to 2,000 a day on average. There are outlier days where I make 3, 4, 5K. There are days where I lose 2K. You know, but I would say on average, I'm probably right around 1,000 a day, somewhere around there. So low six figures annually right now. I'm not one of these multi-millionaire traders. Razvan, do I adjust them daily? So it depends on what the market's done. Cameron, if I'm in a winning position, so like say I was, this is a hypothetical, right? Say I would have held my long entry from 540, right? I would have held. If I was long from here, which I was long from over here this morning, by the way. If I was long from here and I saw this happen, right, where it's holding, I might have added a contract here. But either way, my target still would have been up at 800 if I was confident, and I would have been trailing my stop appropriately. I'm not going to let this trade go negative. But yes, this is how I would add into a winner. So I normally enter my initial position with 1 mini, and then as the trade works in my favor and I see structurally to add makes sense, I would add at the next level to the top side. I definitely don't go like full position right from a single entry. Six figures is called hood rich where you're from. It's all about keeping it in perspective, though, right, Thomas? Like I said, I'm nearly 5 years into this thing at this point. I live comfortably, but I'm not like Lanto out there who's making 1.5 mil in a week, right, or 3 days, right? That's throughout the whole year. I'm not Rips over here ripping 100K days. Please tell you why Nvidia it's tanking like crazy, and NQB like, nope, we good here. Probably because everything else is holding up. You know, yeah, Nvidia doesn't have as much weight as it used to have. So flux cap, yeah, I don't go anything lower than the 5 minutes. So my entries are based on the 5 minute. However, my analysis is all done on the 30 minute and above. So really, I'm only using the 5 minute to locate an entry. Oh, thanks, Mohammed. Yeah, but it still will have an effect. But if you say you have Microsoft or Apple and other things and even other semiconductors, right? If the semiconductors are all up, like of course Nvidia is going, or of course NQ is going to hold up, right? If Nvidia is the only thing that's down on the index, it doesn't have enough weight to pull the whole index down with it. I mean, I don't know what the market cap is on Nvidia right now, or what the weighting is on NQ. No, Jack. So that's one of my hard rules is I only trade within a certain period of time. I only give it one shot. So I don't immediately get back in. You know, if the trade works out, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. But I don't want to sit there and re-enter. That's how you get chopped up, in my opinion, right? Like say you took the short here over and over and over and over again, and eventually it would have worked out. But I'm only going to give this trade one shot within a given period of time. Now, I've gotten chopped up in the past way too much by doing that. Honestly, the hardest part to scaling non-secular is the patience in doing and finding the right time to do it. Right? A lot of people are so anxious to get those big paydays. Having the ability to be patient, because it still happens faster than you think, is what I've come to realize. So I think the ability to know when the right time is to add that extra account, to add, you know, a little more size, add another contract, is probably the most difficult. M-Stone, so 13.5% Nvidia, Apple's 11.8%, Microsoft is 10.5%. So what are Apple and Microsoft doing right now? Klein, I don't personally have a video out there as to how I draw the levels just yet. We're working on that right now. So hopefully here soon I will have, you know, a how I draw my levels type thing. But what I'm honestly hoping to do is on Sundays, and that's the recommendation that I made last night, was Sundays I'm almost thinking about getting away from when the market's open and doing more of a live stream pre-market for the week so that you guys can see how I draw the levels and how I do my analysis. Hopefully we would get people tuned in for that because it's something a little bit different as far as a live stream is concerned. But instead of streaming during market open hours, doing more of a how I approach the beginning of every week. Because every Sunday before the market reopens, I reanalyze everything and find the levels of interest for me every single Sunday. And obviously, throughout the week, some levels will develop throughout the week, intra-week. But at the beginning, I pretty much have an idea about where I want to be executing from and where I think the high or the low of the week is going to occur. And am I always going to be right? No, I'm not. I'm going to be wrong. But at the same time, that'll at least give you guys an idea about what I'm looking for going into each week and what I'm expecting and why I draw the levels where I do. You know, really the 20 points here, all this does is define my risk, right? That's all this does. So it simplifies everything for me. I want to be taking shorts on the bottom extremes of these levels. I want to be executing longs from the top side. So at least I have, my risk is set prior to me ever getting into a trade, right? I know relatively quickly whether I'm right or wrong. Phoenix, have we crossed 500 entries yet? We're right at 500 entries on it. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's just be quick about this. Let's do it. We're doing the giveaway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Trader Pereira 1, you're the winner of the 50K Lucid account. You'll need to type something in the chat in the next 60 seconds in order to claim your prize. Sorry, guys, that was kind of a quick draw. We had to do the quick draw because we got 180 people in here right now. So a lot of these entries are bots. So we'll give it 60 seconds here. If Trader Pereira does not type something in the chat within 60 seconds, we will re-roll. There we go. All right, Trader Pereira. Quick question, Trader Pereira. Well, first and foremost, congratulations on the W, on the win. Secondly, are you on Discord? You're on the delay of Trader Pereira. Oh, you're good. We got you. Are you on Discord, Trader Pereira? Do me a favor and send me a DM. Send me a DM on Discord. Sorry, guys. Just waiting for Trader Pereira to respond right now. What's up, Zipster? How are you? Okay, you're sending now, Trader Pereira? Nice. Yeah, I'll stay live until I get that DM so we can get this all sorted for you. Congrats on the win. Oh, nice, Zipster. Tuning in from work. Yeah, a lot of people that have been subscribers recently are probably at work, especially the globex crowd. I feel bad. I feel bad. Jip Smith, I have 2 channels on YouTube? Wait, what? Nah, Mr. Games, we're not doing 2 giveaways. The Nightbot just runs. The Nightbot just runs no matter what. Neo, is there a TPT giveaway? Not today. Not today. No TPT giveaway today. Today's just a Lucid giveaway. Zen, we're at 6.32. Oh yeah, we are at 6.32. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens after we end the stream today, guys. Normally, what happens is we end up losing like 30 subs after these giveaway streams. It looks like the market has decided that it's done. Later, Phoenix. Enjoy your rest. Yeah, Zen, exactly. So normally when we do the giveaways, like honestly, we've had giveaway streams where we lose like 60 subscribers. Later, Etheregram. Enjoy work if that's possible. Yeah, Vibes, we'll see what happens. Because, like, normally during the globex streams, we have, like, 300 viewers. We'll just have to see how it works out over time. It's better for me to do the day streams. Obviously, you know, staying up late every night isn't great or ideal. At least not for me. I know it's ideal for some of you. Sorry, I'm responding in Discord right now. To the winner. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Eunice, you never won, but you came to say hi. Well, hello, Eunice. How are you? Yeah, like, it's a lot better for me to stream during the day than it is, obviously, for me to stay up to the wee hours of the night. I mean, for reference, guys, I wake up at 6 o'clock every morning. So, like, when I stay up till 11 or 11:30 or midnight every night, it kind of stinks. It's a rough day the next day. Let's put it that way. So I'm trying to get away from being up 18, 19 hours a day. Eunice, you passed a lot of challenges, but no payout yet. You'll get there, Eunice. Just take it slow. You've proven that you can get through the evaluation. Just take it slow in the funded. Size down. I'm telling you, that is crucial. It's all about your risk management. Like, it is all about risk management in this game and having patience, right? I know it's frustrating. I know it's annoying to sit there and watch the charts move for 2 hours. You're seeing moves happen, kind of like this move, where I just have had to sit here and watch it. But because price has not come to where I'm interested in executing, having the ability to not click the button is imperative, right? Like, it's imperative. So just stay patient. You know, have a plan. Going into every trade, have a plan. And stick to it. Don't go chasing. Well, all right, we did the giveaway, guys. A lot of people have tuned out now. We're down to about 130 people in here currently. It's looking like I'm not going to catch this trade. What I would be looking for at this point on NQ, if you guys are trading NQ, I'd be looking for something like this. Either wow, that's a let's fix that. I would be either looking for like a wick and a reclaim like this for a hold back into the middle of the range, or I would be looking for the drop below and the rejection here and something like this. My entry would probably be right here. These would be my two entries. So that's what I would be looking for at this point. Guys, if you're continuing to trade this, trade safe. Stay patient. I'll be back live on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. Friday, we're going to do the New York Open. So I'll be live at 9:25 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your trading session, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Peace.